Very good afternoon, dear students. Today we are discussing left of the questions for the simple interest. Now we are going to questions. Very important question. This one 6 marks question. See the question: a certain amount of money at simple interest amount to means total amount here given 1,380 rupees in 3 years. The given total amount is 1,380 rupees. Duration for the time t is equal to 3 years. And also another total amount also given. Another total amount they given 1,500 and the time t is equal to years. Here given two total amounts are given 2 years. We need to calculate principal. Find the sum is nothing but principal amount and rate of interest. We need to calculate principal amount and rate of interest. Because we are given two total amount, we are giving 2 years. Thus we are taking case 1 and case 2. See the solution. Case 1 given capital total amount capital A is equal to 1,380 rupees. Time t is equal to 3 years. We need to calculate capital P and we need to calculate capital R. So now what is the given first case one? Total amount capital A is equal to 1,380 rupees and time t is equal to 3 years. Whenever total amount they give, we need to apply capital A formula. What is the capital A formula? Capital A is equal to P plus simple interest. We do no need calculation of the simple interest. What is the simple interest formula? PTR by. What is the simple interest formula is? Simple interest formula is PTR by 100. So now taking LCM is right hand side 100. Take LCM is 100. After that cross product 100 into P is 100P plus 1 into PTR is PTR. After that this one cross product is the left hand side A. We get the value is A into 100. After that what is the common letter here? P is a common letter. So taking outside remaining element is 100 plus PR. So only take the P value, remaining is in the left hand side. That's why this value is sitting in the left hand side. We get the value is capital P is equal to A into 100 divided by this value is sitting in the left hand side. We can get the value 100 divided by 100 plus PR. Now you can substitute the value. What is the value here? 1,380 into 100 divided by 100 plus time t value is 3 car is 3. Get the capital P is equal to 1,38,000 divided by 100 plus 3R. Consider equation number 1. Next one, case 2. What is the case total amount here given? 1,500. Case 2 given capital A is equal to 1,500. Time t is equal to 5 years. Here also apply total amount capital A is equal to P plus simple interest. Same process, capital A is equal to P plus A. What is the final? We get the value and writing direct value. Capital P is equal to A into 100 divided by 100 plus PR. You know how to get this value. Already before I found the P value. What is the P value? A into 100 divided by 100 plus PR. Thus I am taking direct values. P is equal to A into 100 by 100 plus PR. After that any confusion is there, I am explaining status. Nothing problem. Capital A is equal to P plus substituting simple interest formula is PTR by 100. Now P number anything is not there. Take 1. Take LCM is 100. Cross product 100 into P is 100P. Plus 1 into PTR is PTR. After that cross product with 100 left hand side, A into 100 is equal to, in this to take P common outside, 100 plus TR. After that this will take left hand side denominator, only if the left of the element is P is equal to A into 100 divided by 100 plus TR. So now substitute the values. A value is 1,500 into 100 divided by 100 plus T value is 5 into R is 5R. Finally, you get the P value is equal to 1,50,000 divided by 100 plus 5R. This one consider equation number 2. Observe equation 1 and 2 both are p value. That's why p value substitute in equation number 1 or else p value substitute in equation number 2 or else equating 1 and 2. That's the way equating 1 and 2 or else equation 1 is equal to equation number 2. What is equation number 1? 1,38,000 divided by 100 plus 3r is equal to 1,50,000 divided by 100 plus 5r. Here 3 zeros, here 3 zeros will cancel. Left of the limit is 138 divided by 100 plus 3r is equal to 150 divided by 100 plus 5r. After that, only these two values are changing or else we can do cross multiplication. We get the same. Only I am doing these two values changing. We get the values 100 plus 5r divided by 100 plus 3r is equal to 150 divided by 138. So now 100 plus 5r divided by 100 plus 3r is equal to 150 divided by 138. 138 value is 1.1. Denominator is not there. Take 1 of that cross product. 100 plus 5r is equal to 1.1 into 100 plus 3r. So left hand side as it is, 100 plus 5r is equal to 1.1 into 100 is 110 plus 1.1 into 3r is 3.3r. Observe the left hand side, right hand side. Here only r variable is there, constant value is there. That's why r variable will take one side, 5. This will take to left hand side, this will take right hand side. 3.3 from RHS to LHS we get the values 3.3r is equal to 110. 100 take from LHS to RHS we get the values minus 100. So 1.7r is equal to 10. Finally we get the r value. So now over to r value, that's 1.7. Send the right hand side denominator 1.7. 10 by 1.7 is nothing but 5.9 something. This one you are taking 6% approximately. So you are not getting the exact value 5.98 something. So near to the 6. That's why you are taking 6% approximately. Or else what is you are getting the value substitution either equation 1 or equation 2 we get the value p. But I am giving here to the 6 is there. That's why I am taking approximately 6%. Don't confuse here. Why is I am taking 6% means now this is a 5, this is a 6. What you get the values 5 point and something near to the r point r. That's why you are taking exactly 6 value. That's approximately we are taking 6%. So now we are getting r value. That r will substitute in equation number 1 or to get the values. So now r value substitute in equation number 1 we get. What is the equation number 1? 1b is equal to 1,38,000 divided by 100 plus 3r. 3 into r value is nothing but 6. So now 1,38,000 divided by 100 plus 3 into 6 is 18. So that is nothing but 1,38,000 divided by 100 plus 18 is 118. This value is nothing but 1,165.5. This is a principal amount. This is a principal amount. So we get the rate of interest value. We get the total capital P is equal to 1,169 not 65, 69.5%. This is a solution for the given question. They given two total amount. That's why we are taking case 1 and case 2. Whenever applying the case 1, case 2, both are getting the p value. Okay, so both are p value. That's equating equation 1 and 2. So after the finally, whenever equating equation 1 and 2, we get finally we are getting r value. That r will substitute in either equation 1 in either equation. Finally, we get the values. This is a solution for the given. Very important this type of question. Understood? So second question will be there. That is a homework problem. I am doing last question in this topic. Okay. See the last question in this topic, dear students. Here given a man deposited 5,000 in same account, means one person deposit 5,000 in a saving account. So first 2 years they given 4.5 interest. First 2 years they given rate of interest is 4.5%. Next after 3 years they given rate of interest is 5%. We need to calculate, find the amount due at the end of the 5 years. A man deposit 5,000 in saving account. What is the rate of interest given first 2 years? First 2 years the rate of interest they given 4.5%. After next 3 years they given rate of interest is 5%. We need to calculate the total amount due at the end of the 5 years. But given principal amount, first 2 years simple interest, next 3 years simple interest. This is the total amount due at the end of the 5 years. Means to taking given the principal amount, first 2 years simple interest plus first next 3 years simple interest. When you are calculating this total amount, is nothing but a total amount due at the end of the 5 years. How to calculating simple interest means already I explained. What is simple interest formula? PTR banded as we can apply total amount formula. See here solution. Here for the first 2 years, what is the principal amount here given? Capital P is equal to 5,000, time T is equal to 2 years, and rate of interest capital R is equal to 4.5%. We need to calculate here simple interest. What is simple interest from here? PTR by 100. PTR by, and now substituting values, P value is 5,000 into T value is 2, and R is 4.5 divided by 100. Here 2 zeros, here 2 zeros, we cancel. Remaining value is 50 into 2 into 4.5. 50 into 2 is 100. 100 into 4.5. 100 into 4 is nothing but 450 rupees for the first 2 years simple interest. Here principal amount is 5,000 rupees. Time T is equal to 2 years. Rate of interest is 4.5. What is the first 2 years simple interest? We get the values 450 rupees. Next, for the next 3 years we calculate simple interest. For the next 3 years, principal amount will be same. That's why taking capital P is equal to 5,000. Time T is equal to 3 years, and rate of interest is equal to 5%. Here also we need to calculate simple interest form is PTR by 100. Now we are substituting the values. P value is 5,000 into T value is 5, not 5, there is a 3, into R value is 5 divided by 100. This 2 zeros, this 2 zeros get cancel. Remaining value is 50 into 3 into 5. 53 the 50, 150 into 5. That is 750 rupees for the next 3 years. See what they are asking? We need to calculate total amount due at the end of the 5 years. Principal amount first 2 years, next 3 years. 3 plus 2 years, 5 years. So we need to calculate total amount due at the 5 years. So hence total amount due at the end of 5 years is principal amount. What is the principal amount here? 5,000. First simple interest nothing but 450 rupees, plus second simple interest is 7,000, not 7,000, 750. So what is the total amount here? 5,000. 450 plus 50 is 500. 500 plus 7 is 1,200. So 50,000 1,200. 5,000 1,200 is 6,200 rupees. This is the total amount due at the end of the 5 years. Listen carefully. A person deposit 5,000 in saving account. First 2 years, what is the rate of interest here given? 4.5%. 5 interest they given. For next 3 years, first 2 years they given interest is 4.5%. Next 3 years, same principal amount, but here they given rate of interest is 5%. They given rate of interest is 5%. That's why they are asking to find the total amount due up to the end of the first 2 years simple interest, next 3 years simple interest. So both are going to add the years, 2 years plus 3 years is 5 years. So total 5 years simple interest plus deposited amount. That's why you are taking deposited amount first 2 years simple interest, next 3 years simple interest. Totally this is a 5 years interest. 5 years interest plus because deposit amount is 5,000. 5,000 plus 450 plus 750 is nothing but 1,200. 1,200 plus 5,000 is 6,200 rupees. This is the total amount of the amount due at the end of the 5 years. 6,200 is the total amount due at the end of the 5. This is a solution. So today's interest concept is over. Tomorrow we will discuss another topic is compound interest. You understood how to solve this question? Very easy. While applying simple interest formula, principal amount is same for the first 2 years also. Same principal formula. Next 3 years also amount is same, but time only different and rate of interest different. They are asking total amount due at the end of the 5 years. We need to calculate total end of the 5 years. First, definitely we need to calculate simple interest first 2 years. Next, we need to calculate simple interest for the next 3 years. Whenever we give both the simple interest, that is called end of the first 5 years. This is the solution for the given question. Everyone understood? Today, simple interest concept is over. Tomorrow we will discuss the new topic is compound interest. Thank you all.